Hello, everyone. Welcome to the episode 4 of the MCN Guide. Today, we're going to talk about identity resolutions and why these are so important for your Marketing Cloud Next. So, we use in Marketing Cloud Next one object called individual. And this individual come from our contacts, come from our leads, our prospects, all these objects from the CRM and different multiple sources. How do you know if you are not talking to the same person more than once? For example, you can have the same person as a lead as in a contact when they auto convert from lead to contact, for example, when they become a contact and they were a lead, they might now be a duplicate. They will exist as both objects inside the system. So you need something that will transform your individuals into your unified individuals. And you have the same thing for accounts, a set of rules that will deduplicate your accounts and that will deduplicate your individuals and consolidate those into a set of objects that you can reliably use. So you can set those up in many different ways. You can set them manually, or you can come here to your basic settings on Marketing Cloud and generate the default rule set, which is basically the one that I have here. So these are the basic rule sets recommended from Salesforce when initially setting up your unified individuals and unified accounts. For the unified accounts, the rules here are exact business name and normalized address and normalized phone. So if two accounts have the same name, the same normalized address, and the same normalized phone, they will be merged into the same unified account. And you have here the reconciliation rules for every specific field. So for example, account description will be the one that was last updated. So for all of those are actually the last updated, but I can have specific ones for specific fields. Same thing for contact point address, something from contact point email, contact point phone. All of those you can edit to have different reconciliation rules to decide which field to pick from which object. You want to add new rules, you just come here to edit, and you can add a match rule, create its name, create its names, or you can use specific ones, or you can create, for example, a custom rule where you pick the data model object, which field, and the match method here. So for example, you can say, hey, account, and if they have the same website, for example, with a fuzzy high precision, we can then match those. This could be a specific match role. We can say domain match as our match role name, for example. I will not add this to not run and create a new reconciliation in our instance. Let me just cancel this. And then going to our individual contact, individual match, we have three roles here: the normalized email, the lead to contact, and the device to know. They also say to add more match rule criteria, but these are the ones that are suggested by Salesforce itself, so they are all right. So the normalized email is basically comparing email addresses. If when they are normalized, they are the same, we reconciliate them. If we look into the other two, lead to contact, this is an advanced matching that basically looks for leads that were converted to contacts. And we have here a specific identity match type, lead to contact. This is default from Salesforce. So this is a default category. And we also have device to known. So people who were just navigating into our website and we were capturing their data. If they fill out a form and they become known, that's how we match them to an individual match. Also using a advanced setting device to know that is recommended from Salesforce. So this is how we are doing it. So for example, if you want to have first and last name as another match rule, another consolidation rule, you could have it. Or, well, anything that you want, your basic rules for setting up your unified individuals and your unified accounts come from you. This run every single day. So you can see here on the processing history, we run those every single day. And every time this run, this also consumes some credits. So it is very advisable to have just one rule for account and one rule for match active. You don't need more than those because you'll be working with those. And here in your basic settings, once you created your unified individual and your unified account, you have to pick them. Here on this dropdown, that I just have one. So, so your Marketing Cloud Next will work on those objects. And as I said, you can also just click generate rule set here and it will generate the default rule sets. But I think it is important to kind of know how these things work so you can better set up your account and create custom rules if needed. So, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the identity resolution and unified individuals episode, and I'll see you in the next one. And then now we are going to be talking less about data cloud and more about marketing cloud itself and all the cool things that you can do. So stay tuned.